welcome to my pick a card who's coming in for you next in love. This is for singles, this is for if you're in a bit of a weird situation, if you don't even know how to identify your relationship status, it's for anyone who's drawn, okay? There are 3 piles of cards in front of you. We've got orange, pink and green. One of these piles should attract you in a weird way, a little bit like people do, that you can't quite explain, okay? So take as long as you like, see which pile you're drawn to, and I will put each pile in the description box with a timestamp so that you can scooch to orange, pink or green and see what's coming in for you or who is coming in for you next in love. Okay, see you on the other side. Namaste. Now you chose the orange pile. Okay, let's have a looky see. I haven't seen these piles yet. So, ooh. Okay, right, good. That's very clear. Wow. Cool. Okay. We've got some past and we've got some future mixed in together, okay? This is kind of a timeless reading, so when you come to this is the right time for you, but I can see there's some history here needing to be broken, okay? 2 cards that come up first. These are Brian and Wendy Frood, Heart of the Fairy Oracle. We've got the Fixer. Those of you that watch my daily readings will know about the Fixer. The Fixer is a tendency in you to fix people, to meet people who are broken. You may have a history of meeting people who are broken. 1 or 2 of you, there is a particular person. This is just for 1 or 2 of you. There is a particular person who will be coming back to you with an apology, who is from a broken relationship with you, and that is the person who's coming in next for you. That's strange. We will dig around that in a minute, but just be aware of this energy for you, because when you get the Fixer, it's about meeting people who bring out, especially if you're an empath, okay? People will bring out you want to get out your emotional mop, you know, I can heal you, I can fix you, I can. It's that feeling that people inspire in you, okay? Now, we all have a bit of that in us, particularly if you are an empath, because it's just the way you are. I mean, I don't know why it is, I just know that it is, okay? But the Fixer comes up with the Rocks. Now, the Rocks is a broken king, okay? That combination together for me is very, very potent. So this is interesting. I've got for you a combination of 2 things happening. Someone who you had a difficult situation with in the past, who you may have considered, because when I started this reading, I have to say I'm doing this reading on Valentine's Day. It's not a Valentine's reading. I'm not particularly into Valentine's Day, but it's 11:11 on the clock when I started this reading. And this reading today, I wasn't even sure I was going to do it because I don't really have time, but I was absolutely compelled. So, okay. Someone's coming with an apology, Page of Cups, from a broken relationship with you. You're not expecting it. It might have been a while. Why do I want to say crocodile? This is a serious moment, Gemma. Might have been a while, crocodile. Okay. I think it's someone that you have good banter with. I'm feeling humour. I think I'm channeling mad humour that you had with this person who is a bit mad, bad and dangerous to know for you. You want to fix them. They want to be fixed. It's an anxious, avoidant attachment, okay? Now, what you're not expecting is to meet someone else who is nothing like that. Okay, now I don't know the time frame for this. I'm thinking 2020. I mean, I don't know, but you get the Tower. The Tower is a game changer for you. I feel like your vision of your soulmate is going to change. It's going to change in ways that you've not imagined it changing. You've probably dreamt of this broken person fixing themselves and coming back to you, and you greeting them with open arms and everything being okay. 4 of Wands, 11. And I don't know if that is going to be the case, because I feel like you're going to meet someone else who can offer you the very opposite. You're going to meet somebody who shows you what it means to be in an equal relationship. Now, you may not want it. I'm not saying you want it or you won't want it. But I feel like you're going to meet somebody very different. Something to do with finances, to do with work, to do with, if it was a hobby, it's going to be a hobby that you've never done before. Okay, so if you're looking to meet someone different and someone new, and you want a game changer for yourself, in a way you've got to invite this by doing something risky. Okay, now obviously be safe, you know, and you are responsible for yourself, but whatever your comfort zone is, do something that pushes your comfort zone. We get the gift card of inspiration. People doing weird hang gliding, okay? This is inspiration. You will get inspiration to try something new, and I feel like you will meet someone very outside your type, because your type is the broken king or queen, okay? Your type is to fix people. Your type is somebody who's looking to be fixed. And this may be the avoidant type. I feel you're going to meet someone who meets you right where you are, who is not avoidant, who may not look anything like your type. We all have a certain look that we go for usually. It's not necessarily that everyone has this coloured hair or this coloured skin or whatever it is. It's just that we have a look of something. You know, you might like people who look geeky or people who look sporty or whatever it is. Romance Angel Oracle card, you get religious factors. And for me, this is meeting someone who is just very different to you. Very different to you, very different to your ex / whatever situation is going on with that person. But it's a Tower moment. You have an apology on the one hand, which I have to say feels like an old apology. So it feels like it's been said before. You have a connection with the 4 of Wands, which is some kind of twin flame soul contract connection. And you have the Tower, okay? That Tower really is a pattern breaking game changer for you. I'm feeling really, really excited about this actually. Now, your challenge, holding on. You may still want to hold on to a relationship. You may still want to, you're going to be tempted, very tempted. Now, I just want to take a couple of clarifiers. I am using, what is it? Tarot of the Animal Lords, because there's an animal factor in this, and I feel like it's going to give us something. What do we need to know? First of all, I don't know what I need to know, actually. I'm just going to openly ask. I'm doing these readings in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. It's not that one. So, yeah. I read really well when Mercury's retrograde, I have to say. It digs into my channeling a lot. But in terms of getting it uploaded and making it make sense, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Yeah. Okay. This also, I'm feeling like really challenging myself now. This is a new tarot pack, so some of the animals I won't know that well, but it doesn't matter. Right, okay. Okay. Nice. Fine. I get it. I totally get it. Okay. So what's coming in for you next is a challenge, an opportunity, a life path change. Okay. You get the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups is emotional neutrality, or sometimes we call it meh, you know. This is the history of being with somebody who didn't show up for you 100%. They didn't show up for you in full colour, okay? Feels avoidant. Nine of Wands in reverse. I'll show you it in the upright because these are beautiful cards. Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands is you, and this is a bit complicated, trying to protect yourself by subconsciously, I think, attracting people who cannot be fully in relationship, because in a sense, I suppose, that protects your inner child. God, where did that come from? Okay, fine. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Some of you are needing to let go of an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone with air in their chart. Also, the Page of Swords in reverse is the card of spying. And again, this always comes up in my pick a card. It's about spying on social media, but it's also about a relationship you had where they would only ever text sporadically, but they never really showed up for dates and they never really called. Okay, really important. The next person that you're going to meet, and this might all be at the same time, but will certainly be in some kind of either outdoor pursuit or new hobby or interest of any kind, is a person who's going to want to show up for you all the time. And that might be a challenge. I know. Seven of Wands, Mars in Leo. If you want new love, a different love, a good love, a wholehearted love, a big love, okay, you're going to have to fight for it. And the way that you're going to have to fight for it may be rejecting once and for all this apology from the broken person, okay? And then, I love this, you get this elephant shaking the tree, the Six of Pentacles, because someone's coming in for you that can generously give themselves to you in a way that, quite frankly, it's making my nose run, you deserve. But that doesn't always feel familiar. This will not feel familiar. They will not look familiar. They will not be familiar. This will be somebody entirely new in a new setting, doing something new, who is not your type, okay? And this lays out the life path for you to choose the old, well-trodden path of bait and switch, which is with this person, and go for a new path, which is here I am, okay? And that might be more challenging than you think, but if you can open yourself up to it, it will be incredibly rewarding. Oh, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out my other pick a card readings. I'll put them in the description box. I like this reading. It's a new beginning for you. It's a challenge, but it's a blessing as well, okay? Namaste. See you soon. Hello, you chose the pink pile. Mercury was retrograde when I made this video, and I refer to it as the green pile, but just ignore me. This is the pink pile, starting off with the sexuality cards. Just a quick note to clarify. On with the reading. Hello, you chose the green pile, and the first card that comes out is sexuality. Woohoo! Right, okay, let's get going. What do we need? Oh my God. Okay, some of you are trying to get over somebody else. Certainly trying to get over somebody else. Okay. You may do that by getting under somebody else by the look of this. This looks good. Ooh, oh, okay. Wow. Good. Good cards. Put those there. This is very interesting. I can feel it splitting into different, because it is a general read in a sense, but I can feel it splitting into different categories. I'm going to go with the first channeling that I've got, and this might only be for a couple of people, but some of you are in separation from someone who said they just couldn't quite get there. Separation and unrequited love, okay? Something didn't work out with somebody and you were heartbroken about that person. For you, I feel like you're going to meet somebody who may be a fling, okay? It may be a very nice fling. It could be a holiday romance. It's somebody you're going to fancy a lot. They're going to fancy you a lot. It doesn't mean you have to get physical with them or you don't have to get physical with them, but it's yeah, it's a real kind of connection. For some of you, this person is only an interlude and it's an interruption to your heartbreak, and it may be only a few weeks that you know this person. It may be that you're only just like sexy friends with this person. It might just be that you're just friends with this person, or that even they may fancy you enormously and you don't really know if you fancy them. But this interlude, this romance, this flirtation, whatever it is with the person, may be what is required for you to reunite with somebody that you've lost. Okay, very interesting. And this won't be for everybody, but I have to say it because it's what I'm getting. So next to the gift card of sexuality, where you meet someone who gifts, and I know that we're supposed to generate our own self-esteem, and it's true, and I know that, but there's nothing better than having some compliments paid to you to really just like lighten your load, isn't it? Or brighten your day, or whatever it is. You know, we're only human, we are but frail. This episode with somebody, this fling, this thing, this friendship, may be the healing card of joining, which joins you back to someone that you really loved. Okay? This is particularly for you if you are an Aquarius or you're dealing with an Aquarius, because, or it happened in the time of Aquarius, which is roughly January 20th to February 20th, which is kind of when I'm recording this video. So if things are happening now about someone you're separated from, this might just really resonate with you. You may not even want to meet someone else, but you sort of do meet someone else. You may or may not like them back, okay? I think that's why we've got unrequited love on the table. I think you're not going to like them as half as much as they like you, okay? And I'm not saying to use anybody. Definitely don't be using anybody. It's just that sometimes it's a gift. People are a gift. We don't know why we meet people, and that's the effect that it has on you, and it's a very beneficial effect. We have the Nine of Cups, the emotional wish card, what you actually really deeply desire in your heart, okay? We also have Judgment, the card of second chances. And we also have the Star, Aquarius, but also wishes, manifestations. If you are doing conscious creating or working with law of attraction, and some of you are, and you are looking to reunite with somebody, there is the bridge in order to meet this person. And this does actually, it's funny actually. I did another pick a card reading, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know where the button is because I do quite a few random readings and you will get them on your feed. I did another pick a card a couple of weeks ago, Will We Get Back Together? And I don't know which it's 1, 2 or 3. One of them is about meeting someone on a bridge. And it is that card. That will be for you because somehow You bridge a reunion through meeting someone else. Now, it could be that they have met someone else, but I don't think so. I think it's you. And this could be anything. It could just be that you're talking to a friend or you're chatting to someone online. It doesn't really matter. It's just a little game changer. It's a little chemical poof like this that just changes things somehow. Brian and Wendy Frood, Hearts of the Fairy Oracle, the Fairy of Naughtiness. I know. And then the Smith. And the Smith is about hammering out promises. It's about true love, okay? So we have separation, which I think you're in. Unrequited love, which I think comes in. New love. Now that's, yeah, interesting, because I think a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but that doesn't, for me, entirely ring that this person will be the one who you end up with. If you're not looking at an ex coming back, then what I think will happen with you is that you will also, you'll have the fling. The fling is here. The fling is fun. But then you're going to meet someone that you really want to meet, but they might remind you of an ex. I can't get that out of the equation completely. Now I'm just going to take some clarifiers from Tarot of the Animal Lords. That's interesting. Yeah. This is something that you've been in for a while. You've been stuck in this situation for a while, and it might, with the Aquarius energy, it might go back to 2018 when we had eclipses in Aquarius in February of 2018. When else did we have them? July, I think, of 2018. That has come up in every one so far. Mind you, it's not surprising. Yeah. I want one more though. I don't know why. It's really important to have one more. Ooh. Yeah. This is interesting. Okay. Eight of Swords in reverse. So let's look at this card in the upright, partly because it's just so beautiful. Sorry, Three of Swords in reverse. What? That's interesting. Okay. Three of Swords, when it's in the upright, there is some kind of triangulation. There is something that enters, well, it's funny actually, because we actually have the Two of Swords in reverse as well. The Two of Swords is a situation that is kind of stuck. The Three of Swords is where a third angle comes in and triangulates. And for you, that triangulation changes the shape, literally, from a straight line to a triangle. I'm not exactly Mrs. Geometry. It's a game changer for you, okay? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. That's come up for everybody. That is a card about spying on social media. So you must have been looking maybe at your ex, or someone's looking at you, I don't know. Or, yeah, I think it is you looking at your ex. Okay. This is an interrupter. This fling person is an interrupter. It brings out a new side of you, the Fairy of Naughtiness, which is needed. It was already in there. It's the person you were when you first met the other person. We also get Justice, Major Arcana. Divine justice, okay, is coming in for you. And alongside it, and I love this combination, the Hierophant, some kind of committed relationship. And with that, and this came up I think for number one possibly as well, the Six of Pentacles, something coming in that actually is generous to you in a way that I think wasn't generous before. Something was lacking that sent you into separation that is now, somehow the scales needed to be rebalanced, and they were rebalanced by you being attracted to, or someone else being attracted to you. I know this is a bit complicated, Please leave me a comment to let me know if it's making any sense to you, because it is complicated, but it is quite clear to me what's going on. Yes. A lot of you lost your confidence when it came to losing the other person. Yeah. Wisdom of the hidden realms, I get the prison waif, self-sabotage, scarcity consciousness, poverty consciousness. A lot of you, when you broke up with the other person, were in a very scarcity mindset, as we always are when we break up with somebody. This new person comes in, it might even be a friend you already know, and just brings you some sunshine, okay? The word Lord, communication, praise and dishonesty. Some of you were dealing with somebody, and I think I said this before, who used to text but didn't used to show up for you, I think. Somebody, you know, there was some difficult stuff in that past relationship. I don't think that you think someone was entirely honest with you, okay? And then we get the resting tree, patience and stillness. This may require from some of you the ability to really enjoy yourself regardless of what anyone else might think. This fling, holiday, romance, connection, whatever it is that comes in is a gift, okay? It's a gift, and I don't like the word deserve. It's a gift for you, okay? It's a gift for you, but it's a gift that kind of keeps on giving in terms of bringing you to this bridge, okay? The bridge situation, the person from the past, that's more complicated and will play out as the year progresses, okay? But it shakes them out of their tree, and that needed to happen because you were at a point of low confidence, and you can't, especially if you are a conscious creator, you can't attract from a place of lack, okay? So this puts you in a place of naughtiness and abundance and sass, and that puts you in a different energy, and that energy makes somebody else come back towards you. Wowzers. Okay, so do subscribe to the channel and do hit the wiggly bell and do hit the like button, because then YouTube triggers other people to see the video, and I will see you soon. Namaste. So you went with the green pile. Okay, let me have a looky see. I've not seen the cards yet. Ooh. Oh, lovely. Wow. Wow, you've got gorgeous cards. Wow. Let's just have a wow moment for the really good cards that you've got. I love this. Okay, I want to know what that is. Okay, I'm seeing yet again a similarity. You might have been attracted to pile number 1 as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. This is really interesting. There are shades of pile number 1 in this. It's not exactly the same though. Okay. Look, I'm reaching for hand cream. This is always a sign that it's a strong reading. Okay, you got really strong cards. You got fantastic prospects for love coming in. I like this a lot. Where am I going to begin even? Okay, let's start with the good stuff. The Knight of Cups. A lover for coming in, which is decent, okay? When I get the Page of Cups, it's good. It's a beginning, it's a start, it's a little bit clumsy. The page is stumbling around with his cup. It's got a fish plopping in and out, and it's like, ooh, you know, it's a little bit. But when it gets to the Knight, he's sorted himself out. He's got some decent armor. He's found a beautiful horse. The cup is now a goblet. You know, let's just say if someone came round to see you and they bought you flowers from the garage, maybe chrysanthemums, which to me smell a little bit of wee in a way, and it's got like a really cheap sticker on it or something like that, and you're like, that's a lovely gesture. But okay, now they've upgraded. They've totally upgraded. It's a bunch of wildflowers, you know, they actually smell nice. You know what I'm saying? They've thought about it. They've put thought into it. This is a gesture. This is a gesture, Okay, then we run straight into strength. So for some of you, it's a Leo or a fire sign, okay? Because we've got the Leo sign and we've got Aries with the Fool. Either way, this is stonkingly good. When you get yellow, for me, it's hope, it's nice, it's optimism, it's a new beginning. It's somebody, for me, who might be into adventure sports like climbing, mountain biking, skiing, hiking, that kind of thing. Now it's interesting because number one also got meeting somebody who would push their comfort zones in terms, and we got hang gliding and all this kind of stuff. And I feel like it's a similar thing, but in a way it's a bit more colourful and specific. But you know, with picker cards, especially with my picker cards, I have to say they often blend, and I don't know why. And I often get loads of comments. Do leave me a comment, by the way, and do hit the like button. I get a lot of comments saying I was drawn to 1 and 2. I was drawn to all of them, you know. I don't think it really matters because I'm a very quantum reader and I will read for you across different strands at the same time, okay? Now, this is a bold offer. If you're going to get the Knight of Cups, Strength and the Fool, you're getting a bold offer. It's not a kind of, you know, Page of Cupsy, well, how are you? Are you up? You know, little text or a little slide into the DMs or a bit of a like on Instagram. No, this is a, do you want to go out for a drink? Do you want to go out for a meal? Do you want to go out to the beach for a lot of you? Do you want to go hiking? Obviously, you know, observe all the safety stuff, be responsible, be safe. If this is an entirely new person, the usual, go and read about online dating and stuff like that. But this is a boisterous, energetic, quite flamboyant person. I think it smacks of fire sign. We also have water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is a new chapter. It's a new offer. It could really lead to something good and committed, okay? Look at the months of April, July and August. Those are months for you for meeting someone. And again, I feel very strongly if you are very single and you want to meet someone new, this will be outdoors. Now for you, if you can't get outdoors online, okay? Now we have the world at our computer tips. So whatever your situation is, because we're all in completely different situations, if you can get outside, get outside. If you can do something you wouldn't normally do, and again, keep it safe, go and push your comfort zones, because this is someone who meets you and it's really simple. It's really coloured in. It's really loving, okay? Now, let's get to this baby here. Brian and Wendy Freed, Heart of the Fairy Oracle, threw up the challenge. Okay. And the challenge came up with the Prince of Shadows. So those of you dealing with a masculine, or if you're dealing with someone they might have an ex. They might have a shadowy ex, okay? That's the one little fly in the ointment. So you're going to split into two different groups here. Either this is your ex and you have an attachment to a Prince of Shadows type, or the person you're attracted to, just look out for what their relationship is like with their ex, okay? Because this has an enormous amount of potential. We get the Grace card of love. I mean, that's just gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. We also get the healing card of leadership. This is a leader. This is someone who's going to row a boat and want you to get in it. And for some of you, that might be literal. It might be that they're doing water sports or you know, something like sailing, navigating, water skiing, paddle boarding, anything that is energetic, okay? It's going to be simple. It's yellow. Yellow is simple, okay? The Fool is simple. Strength is simple. The Knight of Cups is simple. I want you, let's go, okay? But Somebody either is pulling your strings, cords, or pulling theirs. Okay, that is the challenge. This is my cord pulling mine. Okay, let's have a look at the Romance Angel Oracle cards. Do take a minute, if it resonates, by the way, to hit the subscribe and the wiggly bell, because I'll be doing a lot more of these readings soon. Okay. Soulmate potential. Yep. Getting to know each other. This is an adventure. You could have an adventure with this person. But also pay attention to the red flags. And the red flags are those. Okay? It's not the worst kind of red flags, actually. And this is where it does differ from number one, depending on your situation. If it's your ex, go and look at number one. Okay? If it's their ex, it's just this reading. They are a strong person, they are a naive person, and it's their naivety that's going to be attractive, but also they're a very generous person, and sometimes generous people find it difficult to know when they're being played. My advice to you, when you meet this person, is you're going to be very tempted, if it's their ex, to point out to them exactly how they're being manipulated. And my advice to you would be not to do that. Would be to be the graceful one. You may have to let them stumble about a bit and, make some mistakes. But their feelings for you, this person you're going to meet, are very true. But do you know what? When you meet someone who is very trusting, they trust everybody. They don't just trust you. And you can't really penalise them for that, but it can be really irritating when you can quite honestly see that the person that their ex that they still trust is a complete nightmare. Okay, yeah. 7 of Wands in the reverse. These are clarifiers. We are working with the Animal Lord cards, okay? 7 of Wands in reverse, Mars in Leo, fighting. This is not, if it's your ex, this is not someone you want to fight for you. You want to be able to let them go. If it's their ex, it's their fight, not yours, okay? This may all come to pass in months to come, and you'll be like, there's their nightmare ex, okay. 5 of Pentacles, leave it well alone. Leave it well alone. Now, this is just a card that means it's not isolating yourself, but it's staying in your own lane, okay? Stay in your own lane. This person has got enough love, kisses, hugs, and gorgeousness and energy to be able to get through this, but they will falter and stumble and make a few mistakes, okay? But you need to stay steady. Page of Swords in reverse, the spying card. Don't be looking on, I said this to number one as well, if they have an ex, don't even look them up on social media. I know we all want to do that, and it's really tempting, and sometimes your friends go, oh yeah, look them up. Don't, because it's going to ignite a fighting spirit in you that will work against you, okay? This is a simple person who's coming towards you with a simple offer. Treat it as good and simple as it is and enjoy it. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This for me is a beautiful card as well, isn't it? It's a peacock. This for me as a tarot reader, and this is only for 1 or 2 of you, is if their ex is a female, this is a nightmare ex card. It's the ex that always is in trouble, that is always a bit in distress, that needs the boiler fixing, that needs this doing, that needs. It's a needy, but she needs me kind of ex, okay? You're going to have to control, especially if this is someone they were married to or have children with, you're going to have to control any heebie-jeebies that you might have about that and be the serene Queen of Pentacles about it, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles doesn't get hot and bothered. Don't get hot and bothered. 7 of Wands in reverse. Please don't get hot and bothered. Okay, nice. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You are not going to be single for long card. As a reader, for me, that is literally that message. don't stress about this. You're not going to be single for long. Also, there's a message just for maybe one person. If your ex has recently found someone and you're a bit devastated by it, don't be looking them up on Facebook either. And you're going to meet someone soon, okay, who's going to take up a lot of your time and help you get that Prince of Shadows back into the shadows. And then you get the Hierophant. There's a possible commitment at the end of this. There's a possible, it's a beautiful Hierophant card. There's a possible working towards something really good together, but it will be challenging for you not to fly into fighting mode, because their ex or your ex is really going to stir the pot and wind things up, okay? But don't, if you can avoid that, avoid it. Please avoid it. What do I want for you? I want one of these. This is really interesting. Do also check out, I've got loads of other pick a card readings. They'll be in the description box, and there's a playlist on my channel. Yes! You get the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. Go with the flow of this. This is nice, okay? This is honest. This person is honest. They're very trusting. That does mean that, you know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. They've trusted people they shouldn't have trusted in the past. Maybe you've trusted people you shouldn't have trusted in the past. Focus on this connection being honest, pure, true, energetic, and very good for you physically, actually. So we're looking at fire sign, water sign, and we're looking at April, July, August. Do subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Gemstone Tarot, and I will see you soon. Namaste.